Hello, guys. Welcome back. Oh, dear Lord, the news cycle the last week or so. I miss the cute stories. We need more grandmas on slip and slides, is what we need. Anyhow, I thought I can't keep talking about these horribly depressing things on this channel. So I said to the universe, I said, if you will play with me, I will play with you. And I went on Pinterest, because like I told you guys, I use that to scribe. Results will vary. 9 times out of 10, I get absolutely nothing. But I got a cute little fox. Cute little fox cub, little very first pin. And I pinned that little fox cub and I said, okay, that's probably Loki saying the gods are with us and that's good. And I pinned a couple of more pins. And then I tried to film the video. And some stuff came up that I didn't realize was bothering me. And and I'm going to mess up the name. I'm sorry to the people of Wales, but Aram was back there just kind of looking at me. And we're having a debate because I can't pronounce his name, as you've noticed. And there is a book on the gods of Wales. It's written by a lady from West Wales. And I'm already seen enough videos on Welsh pronunciation and Welsh language to realize that there's north, south, and west pronunciation at least. And I know there's going to be tiny little dialects everywhere else. So I'm like, is she saying pronounce it around like we would in US or West Wales? Or is this North or South Wales pronunciation? I'm already lost. This language is too hard. So he's amused. And it's all UPG. So I don't know if you go for that. I'm not getting it because I said, I will admit it. These women always have their lives together. They've written books, they give lectures, they have doctorates. I said, I get jealous. I said, I know I get jealous. And I said, when something's entirely UPG, I get frustrated. And I'm an American. We're extremely competitive people. I think you figured that out by now. I said, I wonder what the hell is wrong with me that I haven't worked with the whole pantheon. Never mind, I'm not Welsh. And I say, I start to really get on myself. And I said, the problem with UPG is she might have a totally different experience with him than I do. My current problem is he's look like two distinctly different gods, and I don't know if I have two gods now or I have one, but then there's another god that is also supposed to be the king of the underworld who came after Iran. And I'm not even going to try that. I'm not even going to try that name, but if you're from Wales, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm looking at this and I'm looking at him and I said, do you see what the problem is? I can't even say sorry in Welsh. I said, I've watched this guy. There's this wonderful guy from Wales that gives Welsh language videos. And you can, subscribe and do his Patreon and like learn the Welsh language. And I'm like, I can't. I'm an American. We pronounce everything phonetically. Loki is not actually Loki. Odin is not actually Odin. I said, we're gifted idiots in this country. We're never going to get the Welsh language. I'm sorry, but do you think, maybe you want to go find someone that can actually speak like 5 words of Welsh? Because I really try every time a god comes in. We're going somewhere with this to learn a little bit of the language, to learn a little bit of the culture, to learn at least to cook 2 or 3 dishes so that, they don't get so homesick. So we were playing, this beautiful traditional Welsh music, and I could hear like a lot of other languages in it. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. And I'm like, after a while, it sort of sounds like a little bit like you can understand it. Do you know what I mean? When you listen to a foreign language for the first time, you're like, you almost have it. That's some kind of phenomenon. I don't know what it is, but I was listening to that. And the eerie thing was, we played this lullaby, and it's supposed to be the oldest lullaby in the Welsh language, and it was about a father going out on a hunt and taking the hounds out with him and everything. So Aram was very, very happy. Am I getting close? Am I in the ballpark? If you're from Wales, let me know. Am I getting anywhere closer? Because I swear to the gods, the woman from West Wales is like, that's how you pronounce it. So I've had 3 different pronunciations taught to me from people from Wales. I don't know why. I didn't speak to these people personally, but they were like, yeah, this is how you say it. So I don't know. Anyhow, we listened to that. And it's been a process. And You know, the news cycle is what it is. America is what it is. And he asked me, it was genuinely confused. He asked me after the incident last night, he says, you know, why does this happen? And we know America's not the only place it happens, even though people like to pretend it is. And I said, well, this one, we watched the news till like 2 in the morning. He said he was angry. He said he was angry and he felt that gave him the right to do what he did. And some of them say they want to be famous, and some of them say they're lonely and they're misunderstood. Some of them say they're better than everyone else. They all have a different, they all have a different reason they give. And for a lot of them, it is fame. They want to become famous. They want to be known forever. The problem is it's now so common. It happens and we forget. It happens and we forget. As I was reading one of the articles, I saw an article about another mass shooting. And I don't even remember that one. And I'm like, oh, holy Jesus, this already happened. You would think we would be shocked and we would remember each one forever. And I'm like, oh, holy Jesus, I don't remember. So I went on Wikipedia. I was like, how many shootings have happened like this? And according to the criteria they used, in America, there's been 174 mass shootings. I'm like, holy Jesus. Now, not to the point we're all thinking of, not to the point of, like the concerts and that. Some have been what some people wouldn't consider to match the criteria, but still, it's like, holy Jesus, this is a violent country. We have 35% of the world's mass shootings. And I think he's a bit fluxumed about it. The Norse gods seem to do quite well. They're not happy with shootings. They don't think we should be killing each other in the streets. But they seem to be doing quite well until I read the article today where some guy claimed it was a blood sacrifice to our angry American gods. And I think Loki flipped off the monitor when that happened. There's no god out there that wants us killing each other on the streets. What for? There's no god out there that wants this. It was one of the reasons I started to distance myself from Voodoo because there was this kind of undercurrent in Voodoo, especially with the Ogos. Where some people claiming to know would say, well, we have mass violence in this country because Ogu is the patron. And Ogu is all about discipline. In my general experience, discipline and hard work, and you won't have time to go out and do violence. And they claim that all the mass shootings, or all the gun violence, at that point it wasn't so much mass shootings, it was gun violence of, young people against young people, were because of this one certain Ogu. And being of that family, it kind of pissed me off extremely fast. And I don't think they want it. As Ogo roughly put it to me, he goes, what good do people in body bags do us? So, they don't want it either. I think we have to kind of get away from the point where we're blaming, take this right way, a supernatural boogeyman that wants this kind of stuff to happen. Are the Ogos real? Yes, they're real, but I don't think that any of them are telling people to go out and commit gun violence. Are the gods real? Yes, but I don't think there's any god out there that wants us to go out and commit gun violence either. So, apparently I lost the happy fox puff somewhere in here, but it kind of does need to be talked about because we're going to go through the news cycle again. People will jump on and say this is why we need more guns. And other people will jump on and say this is why we need no guns at all. Because had he just been armed with a slingshot or something, somebody would probably kicked his ass for him and it wouldn't have even made the news. But it doesn't solve anything. And I can't claim to have answers, but I know for us as pagans that we do need to connect to our gods and work through whatever we have to work through. Because if I let myself get bitter every time I see someone who has more than me, who apparently has it all together and is besties with all the gods, and I know I'm blessed. I know a lot of gods. I know I'm blessed, but I'm never going to write a book blessed. I'm never going to write a blog blessed because that part of my mind's just gone, and I'm never going to do a workshop blessed. Oh my god, a workshop with me, it would be like herding cats, is what it would be like. So, sometimes that's a hard pill to swallow, but we have to remember that we all get different blessings. At least I'm a moron with a camera, and people seem to find that acceptable and exceptionally non-threatening. So there's that. So I'm sorry it was sort of a heavier topic, guys. I really tried to make this a safe space for you, but I was like, God damn it, it was a garlic festival. What the actual hell? A garlic festival? It's weird. The only place you're safe now is at a gun show. I've never heard of a shooting at a gun show. Ironically, right? Probably because those are the people that have fucking together and have no intention of committing violence with these guns. But it's like, and I'm a gun owner, by the way, before you start typing down there. Let me tell you something. I'm a gun owner. I grew up in gun country. I believe, in your right. But I also don't believe you need a weapon that's only fit for the field of war to go out and hunt deer or shit. It's kind of overkill. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.